But this time I was there, and it was like, there's a lot of pressure, I think, when you're just going to karaoke with people like this, because they're all so good. And knowing you're on stream at the same time, like that was really scary. It was like, wow, you know, I really didn't want to step in and do something that I wasn't sure I could do well. But then I think as time went on, I kind of eased up and let myself have fun, and it wasn't so bad in the end. It was pretty good, actually. At some points I would be having this thing where when someone really popped off and did amazingly well, you're proud and you're happy, but you kind of can't escape that feeling in your gut of like, oh, I feel like I'm not gonna be as good as that, and that's like a letdown, or I'm not as good as that, and that's a problem, or whatever it is. But then I think it was during when Luca and the others were singing I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. I remember that song is like so funny, but also so uplifting at the same time. I kind of just had this like mental equation like complete itself in my head of being like, bro, it doesn't actually matter. You don't need to desperately try and defend your connection to other people by proving yourself with, like, you know, tasks that you do and by impressing people. That's not how real life works, and I think I understood that. I think that also allows you to progress more as a person. You can kind of focus on your own journey instead of trying to, you know, one up somebody else's journey. I think that's a really important thing. So Zali and I are the eighth Niji members to be picked for the Encounter project, which was not something I was expecting to have them offer me. I can't remember when it was. I think it was shortly after Shade came out. Which is also incredible, just incredible. I got a message from my manager that said, regarding your assignment to the Encounter project. I was like, oh, and when you let me tell you the way I went when I saw that my partner was going to be Vesalius Bandage. I was like, because everyone was saying, oh, such an unexpected pairing, and I was like, yeah, unexpected for me too. I was like, of all the people I would have picked, I would be like, Zali was the last one I would have thought of, but he's so fitting and our voices blend together very, very well. It's kind of insane that we got the opportunity to work on this song, and also with producers who are that lauded and have worked on that much stuff. You know, I'm not the biggest K-pop guy. I'm not the biggest kind of like, I'm more into Western musics, and so I know they have a lot of incredible K-pop credits, but like, and other stuff. But seeing like Snoop Dogg, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh my, what's happening in my life? There's no way this is real. I was so Snoop Dogg. I was so excited. I was like, I need to do this well, and I think it's very good. I've been listening to it a lot. You know, it's one of the only songs that I personally have been in, and you can hear my voice in it, that I could just listen to as though it was any other song. You know, it's crazy. For example, Overture, I'm stunned, you know, that they wanted me to be a part of that, and that they kind of, you know, had me center billing on, you know, a big kind of right in the front of the poster. I was like, oh my god. I'll be honest, Overture is, you know, the Niji Fest stage is such a new thing for me. I don't think I've ever done anything quite like it, and I'm kind of really terrified to embark on something that's that important, especially considering, I don't know if you guys have seen the size of the stage. I've never done anything like that, and I feel terrified sitting here right now. It's months away, but I feel terrified right now thinking about being on that stage and seeing how many people are watching me perform. I don't know if I'll ever be truly ready, but you know what they say, you know, no one ever feels ready. You just have to kind of lock in and do it. But hey, you know, I'll have to do my best. Like, I am growing and I am making a lot of improvement, and I do feel very proud of myself, but I know that I still have a long way to go, and I know that there are some things like there are some technical parts to singing that I still have a lot of practice to do before I can call myself, like, you know, genuinely really good, but you know, I'm gonna keep working on it. And sometimes I think about that, and I wonder if someone who wasn't familiar with me or my work might wonder, like why bother? Why you know, you're already doing so much. Why do music as well? And I think when I think about it, I think the answer genuinely is just that I love music. I've always loved music so much, and even because obviously my main draw in life is towards film, but when I, like I've said before, when I come up with ideas and when I write scripts and when I think of ideas for stories and stuff, that all of those ideas come from music. I feel I've been in situations before where I've been around people who will kind of try to kill your interest in picking up a new hobby as fast as they can because they feel threatened by it. You know, like if I start doing something and then some people, you know, a long time ago might have been like, oh, honestly, I don't really think this is for you, or like, yeah, I don't know, I feel like you should probably just focus on what you're good at or whatever it is, like, yeah, you know. But these people aren't like that. They're genuinely very encouraging, and I don't think there's very much selfishness or anything like that at all. I'm going to turn the light on. Yeah, so many people in the world can be very selfish to the point where other people in their life can be tools that, you know, serve to bolster their ego and not much else, but it really isn't like that out here.